Open Sesame, alright, boy Chosen, man. Like, subscribe, enjoy the reaction. If not, fair enough. Let's talk some anime and let's see if we agree with the rankings.
We just had a good start to the year, and given the lineup we have, I'm nothing short of excited. Remember back when I made a video on what I feel are the most anticipated non-sequels this year? A good chunk of them happen to come from this season. That's right, we're going to be talking about a number of them in this video.
Oh yeah, I remember he talked about this anime. It's like a Harry Potter anime. Magic anime. I know he talked about it, which is interesting that it's coming out right after the Hogwarts game recently came out. So I wonder if that was planned or not, if they kind of try to like rock with that release date. But I'm curious. Because it's the same way Blue Lock dropped around the World Cup. Like I think it was a good idea too. So
and more. So I can't wait to get started, so let's get going. Here are what I think are the top 10 most anticipated non-sequels for this spring season. We have My Home Hero for a very exciting start.
Daughter, I killed your bro.
Parents can be scary, so what a way to start the list, right? When salaryman Tetsuo finds out that his daughter's got physically abused by her boyfriend Matori, it's straight to the abyss for Matori. However, it turns out that only complicates things as Matori has some connections with the syndicate, and his disappearance turns the vengeful eyes of the syndicate towards the enraged father.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, right now it sounded kind of fire. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like this sounds kind of fire, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of liking the plot. Something different, like, bro, no fantasy, bro. I'm sick of the fantasy.
Now, Tetsuo and his wife have to work together in order to protect their daughter. It's an unexpected setup for a thriller, but it's one that will surely take you through a very tense and exciting experience. When a single mistake means doom for the entire family, you won't find yourself bored with this show. With no shortage of adrenaline and stakes that only escalate with each passing moment, this has the potential to be a sleeper hit of the season. And if it does end up becoming popular, remember, you heard it here first.
He's right. That sounds like that's a great premise. It sounds kind of interesting. Something different. Ozark the anime. Hey, yo, that's actually a good point. This is definitely like Ozark the anime. Make it the anime version. Hey, man. You know what I'm saying? Different type of stories. You know, with Squid. Hey, it's still wild to me that Squid Games is just like Kaji. That stuff is crazy. And actually, I looked up like Kaji really came out before Old Boy wrote a script for Squid Games. That's why when I watched Squid Games, I couldn't even like really enjoy it because I was like, this is literally Kaji. Like I've like watched this already. My Home Hero. This seems fire though. This seems fire. Definitely more of a twist than Squid Games and Kaji for sure.
Why Raylina ended up at the Duke's mansion is our 9th most anticipated title this spring.
Nani? Yo, that look after a shove is crazy. That's always the funniest thing to be like.
Now, that title's a mouthful, and in true light novel form, it gives you a glimpse of what to expect. Except this time, it's a manhwa adaptation, and it gives an interesting twist to the usual reincarnation stories that we've come to expect.
I just said I'm tired of reincarnation in the fantasy. Well, we made it, I guess, past 10. Before we got one, so
you see, we've come to expect these reincarnated into story characters anime to be about the protagonist playing the role of either the heroine or the villainess. But what if our girl this time ends up being relegated to being a novel's plot device, a minor character whose death sets forth the entire story? No way she'll accept a fate like that, right? With her eyes set on an alternative timeline, she seeks to use her knowledge of future events and the help of the Duke. However, things can't be that easy, especially if she has to use one of the most two-faced characters in the
Reptile said sleep. Ryusuke said next. And you know what I'm gonna say? Bro, like if I'm gonna be fair, if we're gonna be fair, there's no way that we heard the plot of number 10 and then heard the plot of number 9 and we're like, yo, number 9 sounds lit. No, wait. Like, whose game plan was this? Like, yeah, bro, so this is what we're gonna do, right? So, you know the Reincarnation animated everyone's heard of? Yeah, you know, it's been like a billion. Yeah, no, I'm with you. No, so instead of, right, them reincarnating and being the main character, reincarnate them and make them side, bro. Not even important. Wait, did you just say turn our main character to a side character, but still rock with her point of view though? Yeah, you got it. No, like bro, that's dumb. Bro, you're fired, bro. It's not as bad as the reincarnated as a sword because that was crazy. Reincarnated as a sword was great. Reincarnated as a sword was probably one of the dumbest ideas I've ever heard in my life. But that one, that's not it, man. That's not it. We're gonna pass. I'm gonna move number 10 to number 9.
And speaking of being hyped and excited, let me introduce you to the sponsors of this video, Immortal Rising. Yes, it's time to enter the
Skip a little bit. Sorry, brother. Skip a little bit.
Dive into Immortal
All right, let's get to
Rising
8
today by clicking on the link in the description.
They either pick an isekai plight or some sort of like LOL. Like, bro, like whose idea was that? Like, bro, what? Like, it's not even like she's fighting for her life. It's just like, yeah, bro, she has her life easy, but she's a pawn. So have fun with that. Shout out we're moving. Number 10 was anticipated anime to number 9 for sure.
Next up is another show that I'm very excited about, Dead Mount Death Play.
Oh yeah, this is the Elden Ring anime.
If you think we'll have just one reincarnation tale this spring, then you're dead wrong. Dead Mount Death Play takes the reincarnation trope and spins it backwards, starring a necromancer making his last stand. As a last resort in the climactic battle against the...
Am I lying? That is the Elden Ring, bro. Bro, I'm like, bro. Y'all think I'm lying, bro. Hold on. Y'all think I'm lying, bro. This is what we're about to do. This is what we're about to do. Oh, y'all can't even see it. Y'all can't even see it. I'm kind of hurt. It took me to a whole other. It took me to a whole other. It took me to the whole other. I was hurt that y'all can't even see it, but yeah, no. Giant, big ass skeleton monster I've seen a million times. Like literally, bro. Like I'm not joking. Like this is like for real. Like I've actually seen this man. Like seen this same monster. Like I fought him. Like I played Elden Ring. Like I've actually fought that monster before. Like it's just ridiculous, bro. Like it's really Elden Ring anime. All right, here it is. No, my fault. My fault. Okay, so you're Elden Ring.
Hero, he manages to escape oblivion and reincarnate into the real world. A world where magic is non-existent is a world ripe for conquering. After all, what can stop our protagonist, now named Polka Shinomiya, who retained his powers from the previous life? It turns out that things might not be so easy in the real world, especially one where he finds himself caught in the crosshairs of not just the police, but the bowels of the underworld. Criminal gangs, police officers, numerous political clashes. Perhaps things might be too much, even for our ex-necromancer to handle. If you've been raring for these reverse isekai titles, Dead Mount Death Play could be your call this season. It gives me some Devil is a Part.
Somebody said Overlord? Nah, that's funny.
Time of vibe.
Like, no, this is the craziest. This is the craziest.
Gangs,
I swear.
Police officers, numerous political clashes. Perhaps things might be too much, even for our ex-necromancer to handle. If you've been raring for these reverse isekai titles, Dead Mount Death Play could be your call this season. It gives me...
Yo, he took my whole flow. He took my whole flow, son. Yo, Elden Ring gotta be hot. Like, there's no way they don't see this are hot. Like, this is literally an Elden Ring. Like, this exact monster is an Elden Ring. He's just flying. Like, this is crazy. Like, I'm be honest, this is wild. A reverse isekai. I'm gonna be honest, and because I thought the reincarnation of the world's strongest sorcerer would be that good, and it was good. That's my favorite anime of winter. It's probably gonna be fire. This is probably gonna be good. The reverse isekai is probably gonna be good.
Some Devil is a Part-Timer vibes, but looking a lot darker and edgier in its execution.
Like it just compared it to Devil as a part-timer. It's gonna be darker and edgier. I hope so. There was part-time as a comedy. What? What? Okay. I don't know. Maybe I'm just hating at that point. Like that's like what? Like, I think that's a bad. You should just reverse isekai. This guy needs to stop gassing every anime. Yeah, no. I hold Devil as a part timer is such a high regard, especially for season one. Devil as a part timer is like one of the funniest anime I've ever seen for me. So I just wouldn't compare the Devil as a part timer, but this animation right here looks kind of funky. Um, I guess it could be eight still. It'd be eight still, just because of that. It is a reverse isekai, so the reincarnation. That's all I'm saying. It's weighing on me. I think it might still be amazing. Reptile said, "Who paid him, bro?" He does hype up every
How
single
about
anime.
something sweet and wholesome now with Skip and Loafer?
岩倉光美15歳今日から東京の高校生です
Now, there's a saying that goes, the grass is greener on the other side. I'm sure many of us feel that way, especially those living in small towns. I mean, sometimes perhaps you find yourself dreaming of the glamour and fun of being in the big city. Well, you're not alone, as Mitsumi certainly feels the same way too. She wants nothing more than to move on from a town, enter a prestigious university, and make an impact on the world. However, she gets slapped by reality. It turns out that city life is more overwhelming than this naive country girl thought it would be. Thankfully,
It's not my cup of tea of anime. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and skip that. Yeah, y'all go watch that if y'all want to. For me, that's definitely moving down. That was 7. That gotta get me down. I gotta say, Reincarnation looks more interesting than that. And definitely the My Home Hero. Putting My Home Hero behind all of this, yeah, putting My Home Hero behind all of this is kind of great. Putting My Home Hero as like to be the the kind of best. If we're gonna be like honest, like kind of the best story to it. But it is talking about fans and manga, so it kind of makes fair. And there's like the romance community, slice of life comedies kind of have slice of life comedy animes do have huge followings. But behind the reverse isekai is kind of wild though. All right, let's see though. Let's continue. I would put that one. I would probably move this. That would probably be last to me for me, just personally. Over the reincarnation? Nah, it's over the reincarnation. So that would be like 9. And then yeah. So let's continue.
the world.
I gotta. My fault. Let's go back.
Next up is a pretty cool isekai title in I Got a Cheat Skill in Another World.
Another isekai. Yo, like, oh my god, bro. Like, this is why, like, you have to give credit for animes like the My Home Heroes because it's like everything is an isekai. Like, every single thing is an isekai. Like, oh my gosh, bro. Like, oh my god. This is why people loved Promised Neverland. Like, it was different. It was just completely just a different anime. Some people like Blue Lock, even though it's very similar to like there's other sports animes. It was like finally like let's get back to like a good different genre than an isekai fantasy. Oh my gosh, bro. Like, this is ridiculous. Like ridiculous.
開いたのなんだろうこの扉異世界への扉だった
Ever wondered what it's like getting all those isekai perks and bringing them back to the real world? That's definitely what awaits Yuya Tenjo. Bullied in his entire life, he wants nothing than to be able to escape into a fantasy world. There he can have all the treasures and power his heart desires. The girls are just an added bonus at this point, but it gets even better when he finds out that he doesn't exactly have to say goodbye to his old life either. Whatever he has in the fantasy world can be brought back, and let's just say that the world will never be prepared for the new and improved Yuya. However, living a double life never comes without a catch, as he soon finds out. How long will this double life of his come biting and changing him forever, for good or for bad? I Got a Cheat Skill in Another World premieres this spring, and you're gonna have to watch it to find out.
I think that anime is gonna be trash. Wait, like think about it. An isekai, but it's not an isekai, right? Because my fault. Isekai reincarnation. Right, but listen, here it is. Here it is. Right, he goes to the fantasy world, but he can come back. Yeah, yeah. So, nigga, is this Reincarnation Batman? Nigga, what the fuck? This Batman the Reincarnation? What the hell? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we? What is going on, bro? That's come on, man. Come on, man. I think this anime is gonna be trash. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I have no hope for this one.
レベルアップした俺は2つの世界を輸送するテレビアニメリセレベ
We proceed with Insomniacs After School.
夜になると目が冴える眠れないまま
Okay, we got the sad music.
時間だけが過ぎていく朝が来て
Nighttime
今
vibes.
日もまた
Nighttime vibes.
Anime just has a magical way of connecting with the youth. Social anxiety, insomnia, and the like seem to be themes and growing pains that the youth just go through these days. But they say that the grandest magic happens during those twilight hours where people seem to be a lot more focused and attuned with the world around them. It's also a path to closer bonds
Hey, I was gonna let Reptile choose because he likes slice of life. So
between two people sharing the dilemma, like Ganta and Asaki can attest. The two complete opposites found a mutual bonding point. Trapped inside a supposedly haunted astronomy club room, the two get forced into interacting with each other. Forming an unlikely friendship, they find a safe space in each other's presence, and the astronomy club
nah, there's no way there's an anime about staying up late. Nah, there's no way there's an anime about staying up late. That's crazy. Stayed up late in high school. Hey, listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. Most people I know in high school, when I was in high school, we all stayed up very late. Everyone. From athletes that had to work out at 5 in the morning, people that had to get up at like 4:30, 5 in the morning to go catch the bus. We all stayed up late, regardless if they had insomnia or not. Yo, an anime about staying up late, about teenagers staying up late. Nah, somebody gotta get fired. Somebody gotta get fired. Somebody gotta get fired. I don't know who pitched this. Who pitched this? Nah, I know somebody that just look at their kid like that motherfucker's still awake. That should be an anime. Man, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. This is crazy. This is terrible. This is probably the worst premise about all of them. Oh my god! All because a parent got sick. Man, that anime only occurred because he got sick of hearing his son fighting Jergens all night. Get out of here! That anime sounds terrible. We're not watching that. They just put ideas on a dartboard to see which one. Bro, facts. Like, that's not a good idea. Bro, My Home Hero has the best story so far. Facts. The most different, I don't know if it's going to be a hit, but that sounds interesting. Heavenly Delusion.
Heavenly Delusion could be for you.
ここより外はあります。
この辺には怪物が出るからね。
怪物がうごめく汚れた世界。
人食いだ。僕ら、それ殺せますよ。
Now, that's a really engaging title now, isn't it? It's also a good summary of the premise, where we're treated to a world where the youth are raised by robots. Living inside a paradise, the young ones are protected from the outside world. Now, why would they need to be protected, do you ask? Well, the outside is quite the literal hellscape populated by supernatural beings. Meanwhile, our main duo Maru and Giruko traverse that world in search of heaven. So where is their journey going to lead them? Will it end with salvation or eternal wandering in the post-apocalyptic world that used to be Tokyo? Now, one half is the basic premise of the Promised Neverland, and on the other...
I was gonna say, nigga, did they not just take whole Promised Neverland's whole flow? Like, Reptile said, where have I seen this? Yo, they didn't even care. Yo, how you steal somebody's premise and not even care? Nah, that's OD. That's different. That's different. That's different. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's like Revenger and Golden Cowboy. This is crazy.
Perspective, we have a brave adventure through an unknown world. It sounds very promising, and if the trailers are anything to go by, we've got a sleeper hit on our hands this season. It's also a seinen series by Production IG, so my expectations are pretty high for this one. For those who are raring for one of those mature adventure anime filled with mysteries in a sci-fi setting, then don't miss this one.
Run away from here? Come on, man. Come on, man. We just got done complaining about there's nothing different. There's nothing. Oh my gosh. Anime don't do nothing different, nothing crazy. And then I said earlier, yo, this is why Promise Neverland went crazy because it was different from this, different everything. It was something new, something fresh. And they said, you're right, that was something new. This is something fresh. Let's copy it. Because Promise Neverland season 2 sold. They said, let's copy it. Let's get the same. In the beginning, wait, hold on, where's it
Really
at?
engaging title now, isn't it? It's also a good summary.
It looks like
the premise, where we're
where's the
treated to a
monsters?
world where the youth are raised by robots. Living inside a paradise, the young ones are protected from the outside world. Now, why would
That looks like when the alien is crawling, that looks like, reminds me of Evangeline. I'm gonna be honest. An anime that's trying to copy another anime never really does well. Never really does well. And you're talking about a sleeper hit. They're trying to copy Promised Neverland. The reason Promised Neverland hit so crazy is because one, it was new, it was fresh, and that was really a natural sleeper hit. You can't be a sleeper hit that copies another sleeper hit. That's like, what? Like this why am I watching you? You have to be a natural hit. We decided it was a hit. Promised Neverland was decided by people that, we watched forever. Everyone's like, no, this is a hit. This just seems like a bad carbon copy. And it even kind of reminds me of, oh my gosh, like kind of like Into the Abyss type a little bit. Like, you're just kind of trying to like piggyback on that type of genre, that type of like mystery, that type of thing. And I just don't think it's going to work out. I'm going to say this one doesn't work out well for it at all. And I really, I'm going to say it doesn't work out. And I think anime studios, it's okay to be different. But everyone wants to carbon copy. They want to for sure hit, which I understand. There's a lot of people's jobs on the line. But this one's not it. This one's definitely not it. It's funny that even he was like, yeah, no, it's definitely the Promised Neverland. Yeah, it's run away from here. Come on, man. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing, man? What? And that revelation that there was like monsters on the outside wasn't revealed to us until later. It was a huge episode when you find out in Promised Neverland what happens when they get adopted. And you're gonna hide that. It's not even a mystery anymore. Like, this is, oh my gosh.
Mashal kicks off our countdown to the top 3.
じいちゃんと平和にシュークリームを食べる。そんな当たり前のこともできない世の中ならぶっ壊すしかないでしょ。グーパンで。
Society has long taught us that going against the norm spells discrimination. Such a dilemma makes Mash Burndead's existence a perilous one. In a world dominated by magic, his magicless presence warrants purging, and that sends him off to the woods in hiding. But he's no coward, and every day he spends time training himself, raising his skills to be able to take on the strongest spellcasters in the world with only his physical strength. Now, if he doesn't have power, he'll still force society to acknowledge him, and that's by becoming the Divine Visionary. And
that reminds me of oh my god. Oh my god, what's that magic? It's the magic anime where it's like this brother and sister, and the dude is like a special class of magic users. I forgot what it was called. They have like a weird brother sister incest too. I don't even really know what's going on with it. Oh my god! But that's what it reminds me of, and kind of like Mob Psycho that he like worked out like that.
The road to that begins at Eastern Magic Academy, one of the most elite schools containing the best and the brightest amongst the world's aspiring magicians. With such a huge hurdle ahead, Mash has his work cut out for him. Will his training be enough? Everyone likes a lovable underdog story, and in a
Saitama
that looks
Potter.
like he can give some One Punch Man vibes, I'm sure that a lot of us will have a good time with this one.
Yeah, see, they even said One Punch Man
is
vibes.
definitely one of the shows to look out for.
まったくマッシュ君はしょうがないですね。まあそんなところも好きですよ私は。
さてと、そろそろ一筋肉動かしますか。
I think the magic realm is still. There's been a many of like, he's no magic power, so he's super strong. I think there's still anime that have yet to conquer it. I think people are even still, if you still remember like Magi, I think people are still kind of waiting for that anime to really come back. I feel like there's just such an opening left with Magical Academies. I think this was very much released, obviously, with Hogwarts Legacy video game getting released recently. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with this one. I think this one is when you're inspired by another anime. I think it has it's a lot of promise, a lot of hype, but I'm not too confident in this one. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if this anime is gonna knock it out of the park. They released it at a good time with the Hogwarts Legacy release, but I honestly don't know. I don't know how you guys feel, Reptile and Renusuke. I'm a little worried about this release. I don't know if it's gonna do well. Like I said, it reminds me of a One Punch Man vibes, but once again, when you try to like kind of copy that type of anime, I think it doesn't go well, and I just don't know. But has a lot of promise. There's a lot of promise behind it, but I don't know if it's gonna work out. To be honest with you, I'll check it out. Not expecting to. I've heard good about it, but manhwa is sometimes it's overhyped. Yeah, it just doesn't. I wish it the best. I wish it the best. I just doesn't. Something seems off about it. I'm not gonna lie to you. We got a stunt double in Naruto in the back, right? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Of course, there has to be the cool ice guy. Got it. Let's continue though.
Ranked second on this list is Oshinoko.
Oh, this is that weird anime. Oh my gosh, bro. I just remembered.
Idol fans are a wild bunch. They've got huge ambitions in getting close to their ideal girls, but I doubt that anyone can have the privilege that Goro has with regards to his favorite idol, Ai Hoshino.
This is what give anime fans a bad name. Let's continue to watch. I remember this exactly. Please keep watching.
Being honored is an understatement. When you get to be the one to help her give birth, the poor doctor gets the chance of a lifetime snapped away by his untimely death. Well, so he thought so. When he opens his eyes, he realizes that instead of simply just dying, he'd become Ai's newborn child. Well, it may
Ryusuke said, "What the heck?" It's a place without heavy drink. This WAP. There's a country without heavy drink. This is whoever came up with this should be arrested immediately. Okay, cops on speed dial. This can't be the top 2 most anticipated, bro. The girl he has a crush on, he becomes her son. What the yo, bro? What are we doing, bro? What are you, bro? At least the hub has stepson, bro. This is mad team's fault. Yo, nah, somebody gotta get fired. Like whoever came up with this should be fired.
seemed like a world of fun. Goro also learns more about the ins and outs of the idol life, the thorns that pave the path to glory, so to speak. Fret not, however, for Goro will make sure to protect his favourite idol's smile, even if he has to enlist the aid of some unlikely allies along the way. Oshinoko finally gets its long-awaited anime adaptation, a fan favourite for a very long time. We'll get to see it hit the screens this spring.
君の幸せがそれだって言うなら従おう。だって君はどうしようもないほど
The woman you have a crush on, you become her son. Come on, man. This is exactly why anime people get a bad name, bro. This is exactly why anime people get a bad name, bro. This right here is they should be arrested immediately. Whoever idea this was should be arrested for sure. This is terrible. This is a terrible. This like, bro. What are you talking, bro? What are you talking about, bro? Like, bro, pack your stuff up, bro. The fact that you had the audacity to say that to me out loud, like, because I know he pitched this in the mirror, like he was like, bro, I'm gonna hit him with it, like, nah, I gotta. Like, he practiced presenting this in the mirror for sure, and he still thought it sounded okay. Like, right? Like, he got a crush on the girl, right? She's an idol. Okay, we're rocking with that. Okay. It's an isekai, right? Reincarnation. Okay. Like I said, he has a crush on the girl. Okay, we're just going. Okay, baby. Where we going? So, like, they're going to be reincarnated together, or, like, they die? Okay, like, and then he going to make his move on in a new world? Like, where we going? Nah, you would think, but nah, listen, right? He dies, right? Did she die too? No, right? But she's pregnant. Okay, so he dies. Right. Okay. You said isekai, so reincarnation. Where they going? Where you going with this? He got a crush on her though, right? Listen, stay with me. Yeah, no, I got that. He died? Okay, what's happening next? He's her son. Yeah, Brittany, please escort Cern out of here. Yeah, he gotta go. Yeah, he gotta go immediately, bro. What?
アイドルで
And then, bro, come on, viniitube, bro. You gotta keep it a buck. Like, nah, that's sick. Like, that's sick. And number one is the anime that I'm most hyped for, that I think is gonna be fire.
Lastly, our #1 most anticipated anime for spring is Hell's Paradise.
どうすれば迷いも恐れもない心になれる。
これは弱さだ。全く厄介だ。心ってやつは
Betrayed and sentenced for execution, death is all that awaits Gabimaru the Hollow. Unfortunately,
Now that's a real anime where you get manipulated.
he's someone who just simply can't die, and I mean it literally. Luckily, an immortal criminal looking for freedom like him still has some use. You see, south of Japan lies an island which is said to contain the elixir of life. In exchange for his freedom and full pardon by the shogunate, he has to retrieve the said treasure, even if he has to go through the gates to the afterlife to do it. Together with an expedition team, Gabimaru the Hollow prepares to embark on his perilous journey.
Woo! Animation look fire. I ain't gonna lie, it look fire. Now this is an yes, sir.
To his wife, he refuses to let any obstacle stand in his way. Still, given such an insanely huge reward, one has to wonder if this island and the dangers that lie within can turn out to be more than a match for the immortal assassin and his ragtag team of misfits. Thrills, action, adventures, a group of characters that are easy to root for. Hell's Paradise.
Woo! You got a blind dude with a sword. You know he's raw. Blind dude with a sword. He's like the second strongest in the person. He got to be like the second strongest in the whole anime.
Paradise has it all. As long as we get a competent adaptation, this is easily going to be one of the season's biggest hits. And with Mappa on the reins for this one, I'm sure it's going to be a banger.
忍術が見たいと言ってたな。とくと見よ。
Now this is what I agree with. This is #1. Other than Hell's Paradise, I'm gonna be honest. I think the best story had to be My Hero at Home. I think that had the best story. Something different. I do think the reverse Reincarnation is gonna be kind of smooth too. That #2 anime, yeah, all right, yeah, that's exactly what people think of anime fans. That gives anime a bad name. I'm gonna say if I had to rank this myself, I would rock this one at 1. Even though I don't want to admit it, I think the reverse isekai does have potential to be actually smooth. I would rank that at 2, and #3 would be My Hero Home. Let me know which of these animes you guys would have as your top 3. Would you guys watch any of these? I don't like knockoffs. So a lot of the anime I feel like was copying stuff, especially the one copy Promise Neverland. What are you doing? Just be yourself. Yeah, man. A lot of Reincarnation. I feel like the isekais, we're getting tired of them, man. Come with something fresh, something new. But I do understand because, like I said, Reincarnation of the World's Strongest Sorcerer, to me, was my favorite anime of all time. Appreciate Reptile being in here. Appreciate Ryusuke. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let me know what should I react to next. It's your boy Chosen, man. Like, subscribe. We got the Anime Talk Show. Should be down right here. We do a lot of different anime debates. And we talk about a lot of different topics. And follow me on stream to come on for the live talk shows too. But yeah, it's your boy Chosen.